Hi parents, I promised you I'd let you know when we were going to be doing the multiplication that is really going to throw you for a loop. We started that today, so I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a quick lesson. We noticed yesterday that some of the children were having a hard time doing problems like 23 times 6. So I decided to teach them the way that I'm going to be teaching them later anyway, using the distributive property, where we're going to be breaking apart the 23 into easier to manage parts. So here's what it looks like. I'm going to take a rectangle and pretend that there are 6 units down and 23 units across. I'm going to break 23 into its place value parts. 20 on this side and 3 on this side. So I still have my array of 23 times 6, but I have it in 2 easy to work with sections. 6 times 2 is 12, and there's a 0. 6 times 3 is 18. Now these are called the partial products. You then take these partial products, add them together, and you'll get your final product. 120, 18, add them together. 138 is the answer. I had to teach them this strategy because we were still having a hard time doing this. 6 times 3 is 18, 6 times 2, 12, plus 1 is 13. This is the way we learned it. It didn't seem like it would be so difficult, but the students had a really hard time with remembering to multiply 6 times 2 and then adding that 1. They were multiplying them all, or they would just add straight down, or some would multiply 3 times 2 and then add the 1. So this process, this strategy, eliminates all that confusion. It's going to be super helpful as well when we move into double-digit multiplication. I'm going to go ahead and show you that video now so I don't have to make it again or later. So if we could do 23 times 46, we are getting there. We are going to be getting here fairly quickly, but I'm not going to be teaching them the way that you and I learned it. We're going to start with this strategy. We're going to have the same 23 going across, but we're going to have 46 going down. Break it into place value parts, 20 and 3, 40 and 6. Now, 4 times 2 is 8 with 2 zeros. 4 times 3 is 12 with 1 0. 6 times 2 is 12 with 1 0. 6 times 3 is 18. You now have your partial products and we can add them straight down. 800, 120, 120, and 18. 1058 is the product. The reason I teach them this way first, a lot of them are going to grasp this. They're going to go with this. They're going to love this. They're going to run with this. But if you remember this strategy, the old school way we used to do it, we would do 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 1 is 13. But then, remember, you always had to add that 0 and cross this out and then multiply. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9, and then you add them together. That's the way we learned it. It didn't seem like it took a long time for us to learn, but students now are having a really hard time remembering to put that 0 there, and what do they do with this 1, and do they add it again, or do they multiply it? The whole process is still confusing for them. I will teach them this, but I want them to have a strategy that they feel successful with while we are learning this. So today we focused on 2-digit times 1-digit using this strategy. Next week we're moving into this kind of stuff. Just be aware, it's coming, now you understand, and if you want to surprise your kids and tell them you know what they're doing in math, go ahead and show them a problem like this. Have a good day, guys. Bye.